Yeah, what's good with y'all, man? It's your boy Tick, aka Game Fanatic, the Michael Jordan, the game, and also the Rebel of YouTube Underground. And I'm back with that gaming news, man. But first things first, before we get into this whole commentary, man, I want to tell you guys to check out my last video. I will put an annotation in the video if you're watching on the PC. If you're on a mobile device, you won't be able to see it because they don't put annotations on mobile devices. But it was called Club Stories, the night that didn't go right. Please check it out because it was hilarious. It was a funny story. It was pretty long, so I understand why some of y'all didn't want to look at it. But look, I'm trying to tell you, if you listen to the story, that 10 minutes is going to seem like 10 minutes. It's going to seem like 5 minutes because it was hilarious, especially the ending. The ending was pretty much the funniest part of the whole thing. And believe me, experiencing it was funnier than actually listening to it. Okay? Now, let's hope that my nose stays stable before it gets all stuffed up while I'm doing this commentary so I don't start sounding like Gucci Man. Because my allergies are off the hook right now. I don't know what's going on, but they off the hook. But anyway, I just got duped on. But let's get to the topic, all right? Basically, if you saw the podcast, the part 3 to the Illuminati podcast, you remember the part we were talking about Time Splitters, you know, being on the PlayStation 2. We was like, yo, we hope that would come back to the PlayStation. Come back to the PlayStation 4. Well, the day after we uploaded the podcast, no, the day of when we uploaded the podcast, what Mono Wardiger did, we decided to, Mono Wardiger decided to actually take a look to see. He did a little snooping around. He's like, man, let's see if this could actually work. And there it was. Time Splitters actually being developed for the Sony PlayStation 4. Basically, a crew decided to pick up the title and started to work on it for the PlayStation 2. And he sent us a link to the article, and I'm gonna put the articles in the description. I have 2 articles I'm gonna show. One has 2 videos of alpha gameplay that and the developers are talking about what they're trying to do with the game. The other one is just an article I found today that gives a little bit more news on the title and what they're trying to do with it, where they're trying to go with it. So if you guys remember Time Splitters, man, Time Splitters was, and there goes my nose. Okay, sorry. Time Splitters was a game that came out for last gen for the PlayStation 2 and the Xbox, by a studio called, I think, Radical Studio or Radical Gaming Studio. I think that's what their name was. And Radical Studios or Radio Gaming Studios, whichever, I don't know which one it was, but they were a team who broke off from Rare. The guys, they were the team who worked on 007, GoldenEye, and they worked on Perfect Dark. And if you look at Time Splitters and you look at the gameplay, it really resembles GoldenEye and Perfect Dark. It goes down to the gadgets and everything. Like, a lot of the gameplay is just like GoldenEye. They even had a lot of Easter eggs and stuff like that was for like GoldenEye, Perfect Dark in the game. So that lets you know that, oh yeah, we were the guys who worked on it. So speaking of that, might be Easter eggs for Titanfall from the original Infinity War. But anyway, yeah, so they had a lot of Easter eggs showing that, yeah, they were the guys who worked on 007 and all that stuff. So that's where the history of the game comes from. Now these new guys, I don't know if they're the original guys. I don't know if it's the original Radical Studio or whatever. I did look on a wiki and it did say they did get with Crytek. And this game is going to be running off the CryEngine engine. And if you wonder what the CryEngine engine is, well, it's going to be running on CryEngine 3. If you wonder what CryEngine is, you're looking at CryEngine right now. This is Crysis 1. I think this was the first game to run on CryEngine from Crytek. Now, CryEngine 3 is the same engine that's used for Crysis 3, which looks a lot prettier. Now, this game still looks great, but if you get Crysis 3 or Crysis 2 on the PC, the visuals look a little bit sharper and better, even though this game had more textures in it. Crysis 1 had more textures, ironically, but they do look prettier than this game does. Now, there are little packs you can download for this game that make it look a little prettier, but I'm not getting those mods because they're hard to do, and I heard they fuck up your frame. So, I'm not getting it. But, yeah. That's a good thing, man. I would like to see it run on CryEngine 3. Like, even if the game isn't good, you know, just because it's on CryEngine 3 that it's going to look damn good. So, that is a good plus for the title. Now, I know a lot of you guys are wondering, is it going to be on the Xbox One? Well, the second article pretty much answers that. I want to read a couple of quotes from the lead developer from the title. His name is Michael Habicka. He was talking about the reason he wants to do it for the Sony PlayStation 4 is because they don't have all these policies to charge them for a patch. Sony is allowing indie developers to make patches and stuff for free, and to make the game and launch it for free. All they have to do is just look at it and accept it. Now, when he was asked about the Xbox One release, he said, I quote, "Don't hold your breath." And then this is another quote from him. It's like a long paragraph, but he says, "In terms of the Xbox One, we haven't really looked into the development behind it, because there's still a lot of details we need to look into. For example, the Xbox 360 did have that." He's talking about the policies and stuff like that. And he said, "I think it's still there, or if they finally broke it off, but the certification process, I think, is still like $10,000 per patch. That's if the patch gets approved. If not, there's like some other fee just to do an update to the patch." And he said, "There was a weird process for the Xbox 360. It was a huge turnoff for me, and they still haven't really said anything appealing to me that would definitely make me think, okay, let's do one for the Xbox One. It doesn't mean that it won't, that I won't. What do you say? It doesn't mean that I don't want to, because the more the merrier." So, unless Xbox changes their shiesty company policies that they normally like to run, which is why I don't support Microsoft, because back in the day, we didn't have to pay for video games to play them online until Xbox Live came around. We didn't have to pay for maps until Xbox Live came around. We had to pay for, like story mode and stuff like that, new campaigns, because that was expansions. But other than that, we had to pay for that stuff until Xbox Live came around. Plus, they tried the whole DRM policy stuff, and that's why I don't really mess with Microsoft right there. That's why I don't support them, and I'm not supporting the One. I am getting the PS4. But this game is also coming out for the PC. They're trying to come out for the PS4 and the PC. So it's kind of like Titanfall, how it's coming out for the 360, the Xbox One, and the PC. So I'll be getting it on the PC instead of the PS4. But for all the guys that's trying to get a PS4 and they haven't pre-ordered, that is a good deal for you guys if Time Splitters comes out for the PS4, because you can pick it up for that. And like I said, Time Splitters was a very good game. It was a hidden gem to me, but a lot of people pretty much knew about it. I just didn't. And it was a very good game. I watched my homeboy play it back in the day on his Xbox, and it was a pretty good looking game. It had a lot of crazy gadgets and stuff like that. If they stick to their guns and do exactly how the old Time Splitters was, it's pretty much going to be a big deal, especially with the CryEngine 3. So, this video's wrapping up, man. Leave some feedback in the comment section. How do you feel about the game? Do you think it's great that Time Splitters coming back? Are you upset that it's not by the same developers, or are you hoping that it's from the same developers? Because I'm not sure. Also, if you're an Xbox fanboy, are you pissed because it's not coming to the Xbox and you just want to hate on it? But with that being said, click. Aha! Damn, dog, need to reload your gun. I'm go.